Shalom Israel, giving all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem HaKadosh. The one said that was GMS from Rural, so he teaches you how I came out there pushing his word and truth is serious, risking your freedom in your life to do so. Back with another video, and as you can see, RT is from RT.com, and it's pretty much about an Atlanta cop that killed Rayshard Brooks is now. I guess he may face a death penalty. This is judgment, man. Finally, judgment, man. What the scriptures say, because the wicked doth compass about the righteous, judgment doth never go forth. But now we're starting to see that because the Esau's going down, judgment is coming forth. So I'm gonna read a little bit. I'm gonna get some scriptures. So this is Atlanta cop charged with murder in Rayshard Brooks shooting may face death penalty after partner turns witness. Yeah, and that means, I guess the officer, he didn't want to be ridiculed for the death of this man. You know, this is Jake Rayshard Brooks. So what he did was he became a witness and he confessed to what the cop did that murdered that man. It said police officer Garrett Rolfe is facing 11 charges, including felony murder and aggravated assault in the killing of Rayshard Brooks after his partner turned state's evidence. Rolfe faces a possible death sentence. And this is not likely in history, man, because Esau always gets away with murder. It's like Esau always gets away with crimes and murders, man. So this is definitely unprecedented, right? So this is a Fulton County District Attorney Paul Howard announced the charges, which include 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon for allegedly firing his weapon recklessly in an effort to bring down Brooks on Wednesday. In addition to felony murder, Rolfe has been charged with violating his oath as a police officer for not properly arresting Brooks and for standing on his body after he fell to the ground. And that's why, because Esau has a perpetual hatred, man. And we're going to get that scripture in a little bit. So this is pretty much going into what happened, what was going on. You see? It says Rolfe's partner, Devin Brosnan, also faces 3 charges, including aggravated assault. Both have been asked to turn themselves in by Thursday. Howard suggested Rolfe be held without bond, while Brosnan, which is his partner, who has reportedly turned state's evidence against his former partner, is to be given bail. Felony murder carries a potential sentence of life without parole or even a death penalty. And according to the scriptures, the death penalty is more of a righteous judgment, not to hold the man in a cage for life. Not to say that it has anything about being merciful, it's just that the way the Heavenly Father set it up is life for a life. You murder a man, you get killed. You see? You gotta get your life taken. But it says Brooks was shot after Rolfe and Brosnan attempted to arrest him for failing a field sobriety test, having found him sleeping in his car in a Wendy's drive-thru last Friday. See? And it's showing you, man, our curse is heavy, man. But in the morning, you should say with evening, and in the evening, you should say in the morning, meaning you have no assurance of that life. At any moment, you could die or get killed. Because that's the curses that we're under. But it said Brooks was shot after Rolfe and Brosnan attempted to arrest him for failing a field sobriety test, having found him sleeping in his car in Wendy's drive-thru last Friday. Most of his final moments were captured from multiple angles on the officer's body camera and the security cameras of the fast food restaurant. After wriggling out of the officer's grasp, Brooks grabbed Brosnan's taser and fired it in their direction before attempting to run away. Rolfe fired first his taser and then his gun 3 times, killing Brooks. Right, knowing that the man was unarmed, but the only thing he shot to was a taser. You see? It said the racially charged incident, Brooks was black while the officers white, fueled the unrest already roiling the streets of Atlanta. And some of the community have demanded the police community demanded the police be charged with murder over the incident. Atlanta's police chief resigned after firing Ralph and putting Brosnan on administrative duty. Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms denounced the killing as a murder. Others, including Burke County Sheriff Alfonso Williams, who was black, deemed it justified since Burke was armed and had attacked the police. Right, man. And why? Because you say he was armed and attacked the police. But that's Esau, man. Esau felt like he wasn't wrong for what he did. This is Zechariah 11 verse 5. Who possesses slayed him and hold themselves not guilty. Right, like the devil just said. He said he felt justified in killing that man 3 times, shooting him 3 times, putting him down because he grabbed the taser. Which Jake should never did that, grab the taser, but even still, man, that wasn't enough to murder the man. But that's what they do. The possessors of our people, which is Esau, Edom, kill our people and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity us not. Right, pity them not, right, because they say, blessed be the Lord, for they are rich. When they had us in captivity and slavery, and then they have us working these little menial jobs and pay us bullshit for it. That's how they say, blessed be the Lord. Because they feel like the Lord is with them. And at the moment, he is. But soon the roles is about to reverse. And he said, our own shepherds pity us not. That's right, man. Our own shepherds don't pity us, man. Let us get mowed down. They collect donations. They take a percentage of it so they can live their best life. You see? But getting back to that, man. It says the racially charged incident, Brooks was black while the officers are white, fueled the unrest already roiling the streets of Atlanta, and some of the community have demanded the police be charged in murder over the incident. Atlanta's police chief resigned after firing Ralph and putting Brosnan on administrative duty. Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms denounced the killing as a murder. And the mayor is denouncing it like, no, it wasn't as bad as what you say it is. Others, including Burke County Sheriff Alfonso Williams, who was black, deemed it justified. Wait. So it said the county sheriff deemed it justified. See, he's supposed to be our shepherd, but he deemed it justified in the killing of this man. But he said since he was armed and he had attacked the police. See, and it says the district attorney had a very different view, insisting Brooks never showed any hint of aggressive behavior during his interaction with Ralph and Brosnan. On the contrary, it was Ralph who treated Brooks unfairly by failing to provide timely medical attention. He said during the press conference on Wednesday, claiming the officer had even kicked the dying man as he laid on the ground. All right, what is that, man? What is that going into, man? You know, we always bring it out. That's that Ezekiel 35:5, because that has had a perpetual hatred. And that's a perpetual hatred, man. You're going to kick a man and he's down. Already put 3 bullets in him. But you said, hell, why not? Let's kick him. See, that's the perpetual, ongoing, everlasting hatred. And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of the calamity and the time of the iniquity at the end. Right, man. These devils have a perpetual hatred. And it says, arguing the taser Brooks had stolen presented no danger to police because it had already been fired twice. Howard stated the Atlanta police policy prevents officers from firing anything, even the taser, at a fleeing suspect. Right, so to show you the Jake was even running away. But what'd he do, man? Killed him anyway. It said, however, 2 weeks earlier, the DA had charged multiple Atlanta cops with aggravated assault for allegedly using a taser on 2 college students, calling the device a deadly weapon in the arrest warrant. The Wendy's restaurant where Brooks was shot was set on fire on Saturday night. Protesters blocked a nearby highway, while video of the melee shows several protesters breaking the restaurant's window, entering the building, participating in demonstration, have attempted to distance themselves from the arson, pinning it on the white woman, on a white woman who was seen in different footage spraying something onto the building as it goes up in flames. Right, man. Because they come in these movements, these devils come in these movements and they hijack it. And then they put the blame on us. But it said police have offered $10,000 reward for the information that was responsible for the fire. And pretty much this is the video, man. And it's a gruesome video, but that just goes into this hatred, man. We get one more. Genesis 27 verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father at hand, then when I slay my brother Jacob. Yeah, man, and that's the sentiment of Esau, the ease. So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Al-Shah, Ba'ashim Al-Chakadash, the ones to the elders. Till the next video, Shalom.